Good evening. Welcome to the Village Players of Hatboro. My name is Steve Niles. I'm the director and writer of this production of the Sinister Vines of Dr. Thorn. I hope you enjoy the show.
Warning, the following stage production contains sequences of bone-chilling horror and is not suitable for the faint of heart. Should feelings of dread become too intense, patrons are encouraged to cover their heads with a coat or blanket or turn away from the stage. By entering this auditorium, patrons who succumb to the horror waive their right to file claims against the management of this theater, the producers of this play, the author, or his family.
Help you?
Sorry to bother you, ma'am, but my girlfriend and I were passing through and got caught out in the rain. Do you mind if we come inside and wait it out?
I don't think that's a good idea.
Please, miss. It's raining cats and dogs out here.
We won't be any trouble.
I don't know.
Please. We'll catch our deaths if we're out here much longer.
Very well, come in.
Thanks. We really appreciate this.
Yes, thank you.
If you would please try to avoid dripping on the floors.
Sure. I'll just bring myself out over one of your plants. Give him a good warning.
No, don't!
Sorry. It's just a joke.
I will fetch you some towels.
Gee whiz, she was wound up tighter than bark on a tree.
Maybe we shouldn't have been wandering the grounds at night.
Nonsense.
Maybe we should go.
Go? Ever since I first saw this old mansion on the hill, I wanted to see the place myself. Now, after walking all that way, across all those farm fields, we're finally here.
All right. If you're sure we won't get into any trouble.
Of course. We were invited in.
We did kind of bully ourselves in. Who do you think lives here?
From what I hear, it's just some crazy old scientist. You won't even know we're here.
Unless this housekeeper rats on us.
Nah, she'd get in more trouble than we would.
Well, all right then.
There now, we can relax.
Yes. When did you first see this place?
On a walk.
You and your daily constitutionals.
They keep me in shape. And they're a great time to get some peace and quiet. Just to think.
Think about what?
You know, what's next?
Next?
After graduation.
Well, that's easy. You've got your football scholarship.
Yeah.
You are going to college, aren't you?
That's the thing. Is that really what I want to do?
What's the alternative? Go work in your dad's machine shop?
Skipping dustpan and joining the service, and I was thinking, well, I might go with it. Do my part. Serve my country, you know?
Oh, Chester, I don't want you going off to war. I don't know what I would do without you.
A man has his responsibilities to his God and to his country.
And what about his girlfriend?
Yeah, her too.
Oh, Chester, please don't join the service. Go to college. It's what your parents want for you.
Yeah. Well, what about what I want?
What do you want, Chester?
That's another thing I've been thinking about.
Well, whatever may come, there's no need to dwell on it now. We have our whole lives ahead of us.
Yeah, we do. And I've been thinking a lot about that too. A lot.
Oh? Is there another reason why you brought me out here?
You all know me too well. I wanted to find the perfect spot.
The perfect spot?
To ask you an important question.
Go on.
Look at me, I'm nervous now. Mabel, apple bottom?
Not like this! My hair's a fright!
Mabel, where are you going?
I don't know. I'm
Take a deep breath.
Okay.
Are you calm?
Yes.
Are you gonna let me ask my question? Mabel Applebottom. My question is, what the hell is that?
What?
I thought I saw something moving outside.
Oh, never mind, never mind. What was it you were going to ask me?
There it is again.
Chester!
Stay put, Mabel. I'm gonna go check it out.
Chester, wait! Chester! Oh.
Dr. REX AMBROSE.
Good afternoon, yes.
Won't you come in? Welcome, sir, to Thorn Mansion.
Thank you.
May I take your hat?
Oh, certainly.
Please make yourself comfortable.
Of course.
Can I offer you a drink?
Oh, that would be wonderful. Scotch?
As you wish.
Fantastic. Do you know this is a Hexelectrus revoluta? It's commonly known as the curly-crested coralwood.
I wouldn't, sir.
Native to Mexico, they're exceedingly rare.
I see.
Not versed on flora, are you?
Oh, I'm afraid not. Dr. Thorn is the true expert. I merely do my humble best to maintain them on his behalf.
I see. And where is Dr. Thorn?
Yes, detained at the moment, but I do know he is quite eager to meet you.
Yes, I must say, I was a bit surprised to receive his invitation. Something about wanting an opinion on his latest experiment?
That is my understanding, yes.
And what experiment is that?
Oh, I wouldn't know. Dr. Thorn is very private about his work. He will not even allow me into his laboratory to clean.
I see. And where is his laboratory?
Oh, here on the premises, downstairs, in the basement.
Oh, that I would like to see.
Oh, all in good time, I'm sure. Oh, if you're hungry, I am preparing a light supper. It should be ready by the time the last guest arrives.
Oh, you're expecting someone else?
Yes, another horticultural expert like yourself, Professor Petunia Pratt.
Petunia Pratt?
You know her, sir?
Know her, I married her.
She is your wife.
That was my wife. Only lasted a few months. You could say our love was like a daylily. It blooms for just one day.
Oh. Oh, that's probably her now.
Does she know I was invited?
I do not believe so.
Then get out the lawn chairs, madam. There are going to be fireworks.
Oh, Professor Petunia Pratt, I presume.
Good afternoon.
Welcome to Thorn Mansion.
Thank you. Oh, hello. Ambrose.
Hello, pet.
What are you doing here?
I was invited. Seems Dr. Thorn is seeking the opinion of the world's most preeminent horticulturist.
Oh, then I should apologize for being late.
Clearly he anticipates wanting a second opinion.
Then you should be sure to give it to him.
Take my advice, friend. Never marry someone in your field. There's nothing worse for a marriage than competition.
Oh, is that the problem?
Only when you lost.
Funny, I can't remember that ever happening.
If you'd like a reminder, I've kept a scrapbook.
Oh, something to occupy you on those long, lonely nights.
How long were you two married?
6 months.
2 of them were actually pleasant.
Well, look at that. And here you had me thinking it was all downhill for you after the honeymoon.
I didn't say they were consecutive months, more of a cumulative average of days.
Clearly, I have my moments.
So, where is Dr. Thorn?
Oh, detained, but he should be with you presently.
More time for us to catch up.
So, how is your mother?
Well,
We're caught up.
Oh, yes, well, if you would both like to take a seat, your supper should be ready presently.
oh, how lovely.
Yes, now, I wasn't sure what would be to your liking, so I asked the chef to make a selection of supper options.
Go on.
Oh, you have your choice of schooner-based salmon and croûte, Nova Scotia lobster, seared black sea bass, braised suckling pig and pork belly duo, seared bison mignon, a duo of sirloin steak and short rib, roasted organic chicken, or lavender honey glazed duck.
Is there a vegetarian option?
Oh. No. No. What? No. 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 Never a vegetarian option.
Oh,
The bison? The bison sounds good.
Oh, of course, sir. And for the lady.
bread will be just fine, thanks.
Very good.
So, you look well.
Thank you.
I read your thesis on the genetic analysis of photosynthesis response to fluctuating light intensity.
Oh, yes.
Illuminating,
Thank you.
though sloppy.
Sloppy?
You wisely included desert annuals and members of the Solanaceae class in your analysis, but you would have benefited from including members of the Brachyceae class as well.
Such as?
The Arabidopsis, Hirschfeldian Kana, that sort of thing.
Oh, really?
Now, interestingly, I noticed that Dr. Thorn has a Hexelectris revoluta among his collection.
Curly-crested corn.
The very same.
Oh, now that is interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Your bison should be ready presently. The chef has just put it on the grill.
Thank you. Smells delicious.
Oh, you're quite welcome. Now, if you'll excuse me, I'll just be off to see what is keeping Dr. Thorn.
No, it's peculiar.
What's that?
Such an elaborate menu of options, and yet not a single piece of veg to be found.
Well, if the meat tastes as great as it smells, who can complain?
Your tendency to let your baser instincts do the thinking for you continues unabated.
Look, as I recall, we shared some exquisite meals together on a number of occasions. Don't you remember the lamb chops with cognac Dijon cream sauce we shared at La Cille de Paris?
My tastes have changed since then.
I see. And is there a certain someone satisfying your cravings these days?
For the moment, I dine alone.
A situation rife with possibilities.
Not so ripe as far as you're concerned.
No?
Decidedly so.
Dr. Rex Ambrose, Professor Petunia Pratt, may I present Dr. Horatio Thorn.
Greetings. Thank you so much for accepting my invitation.
Pleasure is mine, really.
Yes, I've long been curious to meet you.
My reputation precedes me then.
It does.
Please, sit. You are no doubt wondering why I have asked you here. In recent years, I have been deeply engrossed in a unique biological experiment. And now I am excited to announce that my work is finally reaching its apex. However, before I unveil it to the wider world, I first wanted to subject it to something of a peer review, as it were. Being such highly respected figures in your field, the two of you seem perfect candidates to provide such scrutiny.
I'm honored.
As am I.
What you will see will no doubt shock and amaze you. And when all is finished, you will speak my praises to the wider scientific community. At long last, my level of work will attain the level of legitimacy it deserves. When people speak the name Horatio Thorn, they will do so with reverence. The name shall be placed on the highest pillar, alongside the likes of Darwin, Hooke, Heisenberg, and Bacon.
We may just be getting a tad ahead of ourselves, but your work is fascinating, I'm sure. Shall we have a look now?
No! Your supper is nearly ready. Rest. Make yourself at home. And first thing in the morning, I shall take you down to my lab to show you what I have been working on.
In the morning? You're suggesting we spend the night?
As my guests, yes.
But I didn't even bring my toothbrush.
Not to worry. My maid shall be on hand to provide you with whatever you may wish. Every amenity of Thorn Mansion will be at your disposal.
That will be just fine then.
Yes, of course.
Excellent. Now please, enjoy your stay.
What a peculiar man.
I don't know, I find him rather fascinating.
Do you?
Well, his thesis on plant hybridization is a seminal work in the field.
I've read it.
And his theory on parental gene transference to the progeny upon parasexual hybridization leaves me feeling, quite frankly, rather gobsmacked.
I'll just bet it did.
Yes, well, if you would like to adjourn to the dining room, I'm sure your supper is just about to be plated.
Thank you.
Most kind.
Good evening, may I help you?
Inspector Leopold, please, can I come in?
Certainly. May I inquire what this is about?
Yeah, where's your master of the house?
Dr. Thorn is busy at the moment.
Yeah, I can go make some time. Go fetch him.
One does not simply fetch the likes of Dr. Thorn. His time is quite valuable. If you would like to make an appointment...
All right, you see his badge?
I've seen it, yes.
You know what his badge grants me?
What's that?
The right to talk to whoever, whenever, wherever I want.
Oh, is that right?
You bet your bottom dollar it is. Like I said, go fetch Dr. Thorn.
Of course, Inspector.
Hey, lady, you mind if I use your phone?
Of course.
Yeah, you was Chief Brannigan. Oh, it's you, sir. Sir, Inspector Leopold here. Yes, sir. That's right, sir. I'm at Thorn Mansion right now. Yes, sir, looking into those missing young people. I tried the farm next door. The old farmer said he saw a young boy and a girl matching their description traits about the rank 3 night scale. Said he saw them heading into the direction of the mansion. The farmer? Oh, no, I have no reason not to believe him, sir. What kind of farm, sir? I'm not so sure. Some sheep and mule? Maybe it was a donkey. I can never really tell them apart. Crops? Maybe. I did see an old crop display parked in his barn. I don't see why that's relevant to anything at all. No, sir. I understand, sir. I like to have all the details, no matter how inconsequential they may seem at the moment. I intend to interview Dr. Thorn himself and then take a look at the grounds myself. If these young missing people were here, there'd be some clue about it. I will get back to you within the hour, sir. Of course, sir. Goodbye, sir.
Inspector Leopold, may I present Dr. Horatio Thorn.
What can I do for you, Inspector?
Sorry from you, Doctor. Inspector Leopold here. I'm responding to young Mrs. First report.
Oh?
Yeah, care by the name of, what's their name? Chester Stage Street, maybe Lava Bottom, were reported missing 3 days ago. I spoke to some of their acquaintances, and a friend of the young man said they had planned on sneaking onto your property.
I do get the occasional trespasser, I'm afraid. Unfortunately, I can't say that I've seen anyone lately.
I see.
I'm sorry that I couldn't be of more help.
Well, if you Don't mind, I'll just take a look at the grounds myself, just in case.
Is that absolutely necessary? I have some house guests at the moment, and I'm doing some very important work that I'm sure will...
Yeah. I'm gonna have to insist, bro.
I'm sorry, it just cannot be allowed.
Alright. You see this badge?
I do.
You know what this badge grants me?
What is that?
The right to have a look around whenever, wherever I want.
Oh, very well, if you must. Show the inspector to the grounds, would you please?
Very good.
And once you do, open the pen.
Sir?
You've heard me.
Oh, no, sir, please not again.
It is supper time, after all. My child must be fed.
Yes, sir. Inspector!
Evening, Doctor.
It really is good to see you again, Pet.
You look as if you're taking care of yourself.
Well, I've managed as well as I could since you plunged me back into bachelorhood.
You make it sound as if it's all my idea.
Of course not, naturally. But still, don't you ever wonder what might have happened if we tried just a little bit harder to make a go of it?
What's gotten into you today, Rex?
Oh, what can I say? Bumping into you here was a surprise, and, as it turns out, a pleasant one.
Not sure how I feel about this charm offensive.
No?
I'm not sure what it's more of. Charming or offensive.
What can I say? Seeing you after all this time has made me nostalgic.
Oh, yes?
It has me reflecting on the first time we met.
Oh, that old story.
You used to love when I tell it.
Try it. Maybe I still do.
How do I usually begin?
It was the height of the rainy season in Sao
It was the height of the rainy season in Sao Paulo. I was consulting for the police at the time, assisting with a variety of plant-related crimes. We were investigating the illicit trafficking of endangered orchids from southern Brazil. Now, the demand for rare orchids had created an international black market, as you know. There I was, in the thick of the Brazilian rainforest, tracking the members of a smuggling ring. Our investigative team had located their camp, and I was off on my own, closing in. I was knee-deep in a fetid, leech-infested marsh when I came upon a shining jewel of a woman with shorts up to here and a sweat-stained tank top. Her hair was done up in a bun, and her tan neck glistened in the dappled sunlight. She turned to me, surprised to see another human being, and she smiled the most gorgeous smile I had ever seen. And I'll never forget the first word she said to me.
Watch out for that howler monkey!
Watch out for that howler monkey! And after I'd fended off the rogue howler monkey, charging me from the rear, that beautiful angel waded through the marsh to help tend to my bruises and scrapes.
You were so adorably pathetic. I don't think I've ever seen anyone so completely out of their element.
All right, anyone so comfortably in theirs.
Oh, I miss those days seeking out and cataloguing rare plant species from across the globe.
Well, I may not have been cut out to be the jungle explorer like you, but I did come through in the end. When those smugglers later kidnapped you and forced you to lead them through that ancient Maraho temple to locate that rare black orchid, who was it that swooped in to rescue you?
Swooped in or stumbled in?
Well, you have to admit my tumbling off that plinth was just the distraction you needed to break free of your bindings and start bloodying some smuggler noses. Which I also assisted with. I got some jabs in.
Oh, yes. You were quite the hero.
And then the fun we had on our way back to the States. We rocked quite a few South American hotel rooms on our journey home.
All right, I don't think we need to be recounting those stories.
If you insist.
We were both different people back then.
I don't know about that. Well, what have you been doing since we last saw each other? Still gallivanting around the world?
A bit.
Well, tell me.
Well, most recently I was in Yanjing in the Chando prefecture of Tibet, The Nashit people there had discovered this rare species of lotus flower growing in the middle of a large salt field. No one can understand how it could survive such an inhospitable environment.
Fascinating. And did you discover the secret?
Only a theory. My guess is that it has developed an uncommonly long and thin root structure that can reach below the salt layer. Unfortunately, the only way to prove my theory is to dig the flower up, thereby destroying it in the process.
Ironic. By truly understanding something, you destroy it.
Sort of like my idea of you.
You always find a way to bring it back.
I jest. You're not so bad.
Oh, do I detect some of that frost beginning to thaw? Did it take breaking you down a Tibetan mountain to warm you up?
We shall see. At any rate, I suppose it's time to turn in.
Oh, so soon?
I'm tired. And I'm anxious to see Dr. Thorne's work in the morning.
I'm sure you are.
He really is rather brilliant.
I assume your fascination with him is strictly related to his flora?
Well, he's not without his other charms.
Oh, now it comes out!
And from what I can tell, there is no Mrs. Thorne.
You little minx.
What can I say? I like a man who knows his way around a greenhouse.
I am all too familiar with your predilections in that regard.
Finished supper already. I trust everything was to your liking.
I don't suppose the chef could have spared a sprig of salad.
Don't mind her. The bison was to die for.
Oh, I'm glad to hear that.
Any chance we could meet the chef? I'd like to give him my compliments personally.
Unfortunately, he has finished his duties for the night and left the premises.
I see.
But if there is anything you need from the kitchen, I'd be happy to fetch it.
No, that's quite all right.
Very good, sir.
I'm sorry, Betty, was it?
That's right.
You seem to have a lot of responsibilities around here. How long have you worked for Dr. Thorne?
5 years.
So you must know him rather well.
Oh, not really. Very few do. He's quite a private man.
And is there a lady of the house?
Not anymore. No, there is not.
How interesting. So Dr. Thorne is single then?
He is unattached.
And rather wealthy by the look of things.
The Thorn Mansion has been in his family for generations.
Ah, so he's old money.
Quite.
The plot thickens.
All right, Petunia, you've done your job. You've got me green with envy. Thank you, Betty. You've been extremely helpful. You may go.
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir.
Goodness, what was that?
What?
That sound sounded like a terrified cry.
Did it?
It did. There it goes again.
Oh, that! Oh, no, it sounds more to me like the sounds of a braying donkey from the neighbor's farm than the terrified cry of a police inspector.
Did you just say the terrified cry of a police inspector?
Is exactly what it did not sound like, yes.
How curiously specific. All right, now that did sound like
A braying donkey, yes, I agree.
That did not sound like a donkey.
Really, Pat, are you an expert on the sounds of the equus asinus?
Since marrying you, yes.
Touché.
It's nothing to concern yourself with, I'm sure. It's merely feeding time.
Feeding time?
On the neighbor's farm.
Right. Well, if you're quite sure.
Absolutely.
Right then. Well, as I was saying to Rex, I think I would like to turn in for the night.
Oh, good. Yes, I have a room made up for you. It's just up the stairs on the left.
Thank you.
It's a shame you're going off to bed so soon.
Oh, and why is that?
Well, I thought we might enjoy a nightcap and share some more old war stories.
Thanks, I'll pass on the same.
Well, suit yourself. Oh, good night, Pat. Charming as ever.
Oh, yes, your room is just up the stairs on the right.
Oh, perfect, thanks. Though I do think I will have one more drink before turning in.
Of course, sir.
May I help myself?
Why stop now?
Most obliged.
Yes, well, if there isn't anything you'll be requiring from me, I'll just return to the kitchen to see to the cleaning up.
Please. Either this drink is stiffer than I thought, or I would swear this poppy is watching me.
Do you like my prunes?
Oh, well, yes, they're lovely.
I've only just finished my pruning in the garden.
Oh, I have seen the grounds. You do wonderful work.
Would you like to have a go?
I was hoping you'd ask. I would never lay my hand on a lady's garden without permission.
You have excellent technique.
It's all in the wrist.
Are you a friend of my father's?
Your father? You mean Dr. Thorn?
Yes.
Well, how interesting. But no, in fact, I've only just met him, and only briefly at that. I was invited here to offer an opinion on his latest experiment.
I see. And have you formed one yet?
An opinion?
Yes.
Well, I haven't yet seen his experiment.
Are you certain of that?
I'm not sure what you mean.
Sometimes something is simply staring you in the face and you don't even realize it's there.
Yes, I suppose that's true. Forgive me, the name is Rex.
FORSYTHIA.
Beautiful name for a beautiful woman.
So you have formed an opinion.
A few? Yes, several.
Tell me more.
Well, in addition to being quite beautiful, you also have a rather ethereal way about you. It's quite mysterious and, alluring.
Go on.
Go on. Well, you're also quite tall. I'm sorry, I don't know what else to say. We are rather new acquaintances.
You make me laugh.
Not everyone shares my sense of humor. I'm glad you do.
I like you, Rex.
Well, I like you too, but you'll have to forgive me. I had no idea Dr. Thorn had a daughter. Is your mother here as well?
No,
No?
Mother is dead.
Oh, I'm terribly sorry. Can I ask what happened?
She died.
Excuse me?
It's late. I should retire to the garden.
Don't you mean retire to bed?
Good night.
No, don't leave.
It was very nice meeting you, Rex.
And you! What a peculiar, beautiful girl. Oh, wait, Miss FORSYTHIA, you've forgotten your pruning shears.
Have you seen him?
No, sir!
He's gotten loose again. I attempted to return him to his pen when feeding time concluded, but he resisted me. He moves with a speed that belies his nature.
Oh, yes, sir.
This is terrible timing. He must be found. We cannot risk him disturbing our house guests.
No, sir.
I have calculated everything to perfection. I have brought those scientists here, whet their appetite for my work. And in the morning, I shall spring it on them. Their mind shall quake with ecstasy when they see what I have done. They shall sing my praises to the heavens, a dual chorus, recognizing me as the god among men that I am. I shall be triumphant. I shall blaze across the sky. All shall cry out the name of Horatio Thorn. The letters of my name shall be stamped out upon the highest mountain. The first men to visit the moon shall pity themselves for the fact that they have left the earth on which Dr. Thorn reigns supreme.
Absolutely, sir.
But all those plans could be dashed if all does not go according to plan. That responsibility rests on you.
Me, sir.
Keep watch for him. And if you see him, alert me immediately.
Yes, sir.
Was that Dr. Thorn?
It was!
Damn, just missed him. Well, busy man, I guess.
Indeed.
Well, a big day for him tomorrow, I suppose. It's no small thing unveiling your work to others after so much time toiling away in isolation. A scientist's work is like a child. No one wants to hear their baby called ugly.
No, sir.
But that's never happened before, I gather.
Sir?
Dr. Thorn's child. Called ugly, I mean. It's not likely.
Have you met him?
Him?
Her.
You said him.
Yeah, no, I didn't.
You did.
Did I?
Yes.
No, I said him. H-Y-M-N.
Why would you say him?
I don't know. What were we talking about? Music?
No.
Does wonders for plants, music. They really respond to it.
That's been my experience, yes.
Da 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 da. Baby, I compare you to a kiss from a
Oof. Sounds like we're in for a storm. Pat, what are you doing up at this hour? I thought you'd be long asleep by this point. Well, it's nice to see you coming round to my job. What the devil is the matter, Pat?
I need something to settle my nerves.
You look as though you've had a fright.
I'll say.
Not afraid of a little thunder, are you?
Of course not.
Then what has got you all flustered? Look. Come on. It's all right, you're finished. Sit down. Yeah. There you are.
So I go into my room, and it's lovely. 4-poster bed, satin sheets, ornate wallpaper, but with this enormous canvas oil painting of Dr. Thorn on the wall. And then I see that the housemaid has laid out this lovely nightgown for me on the bed. That's nice of her, I think. So I begin to undress.
Slow down. Describe this part in detail.
I've just had a fright, and all you can offer me are jokes.
I'm sorry. I couldn't resist. Just do continue.
So I begin to undress when I get the sensation as though I'm being watched.
Do you have any poppies in your room?
What? No. Why?
Never mind. Continue.
So I spin around and I see the portrait of Dr. Thorn. And for just a moment, it looks as if the eyes are missing before they slot back into place.
You think someone was watching you through the painting?
No, I dismissed it at first. It was dark, I was tired, a trick of the moonlight.
Logical.
So I finish getting undressed and I get into bed.
I'm picturing the scene.
I'm just starting to nod off when I feel a strange sensation, a prickling sensation. It began at my toes and it worked its way up my body.
I am fully invested.
Soon it felt as if there were a dozen fingers dancing across my chest. It startled me awake, and suddenly there were as many as 4 leafy vines stretched out across the foot of the bed and up the length of my entire body. And then they were gone.
Gone.
Whisked away off the bed, across the floor, and under the crack beneath the door.
Oh, goodness, what did you do?
Well, I sprang from my bed, threw on this robe, and looked out into the hallway.
Let me guess. No sign of any vines?
Nothing. Not even a leaf.
You don't suppose that in that semi-lucid state between awake and asleep you might have been imagining things?
I hardly think so.
Really, Pet?
I suppose it's possible.
Of course it's possible. And far more likely than vines making their way across the floor of your room and up your bed.
True.
I'll tell you what. I will pop off to the kitchen and see if I can find something to help you sleep.
Like what? Some warm milk?
Oh, a submarine sandwich usually does the trick for me.
Milk will be fine, thanks.
Righto. Back in a jiff. knock you out.
I think I'll stick with this, thanks.
Oh, pour one for me while you're at it.
All right.
Oh, God, what does he have? Oh, I have
Looks
that.
like a mixed cocktail.
Outstanding. You cut the whiskey with gin?
Sorry.
Marvelous.
Nice roll.
Have it. Cheers. Have it.
Oi! This here's some good stuff.
Well, if nothing else, Dr. Thorn knows how to stock a bar.
Goodness! I'm feeling a little bit tipsy.
All right. There you are. Now, just mind you don't twist an ankle on the stairs.
What stairs?
Whoop, whoop.
No stairs.
Yep, up you go. Good night, love.
Good night, love.
Oh, FORSYTHIA, you've got to stop sneaking up on me like that.
I'm sorry. Forgive my intrusion.
I went looking for you in the garden. I wanted to return your shears.
Keep them.
Well, Okay, sure.
I came back here for another reason.
What reason is that?
It's just that from the moment I met you, I felt something.
I have to admit, I felt something too.
There's something about you, a certain, I don't know what.
Oh, je ne sais quoi.
Yes, that might be it. I feel drawn to you.
And I to you.
Really?
It cannot be denied. I've never seen eyes so green, like emeralds.
Do you have a room here?
From what I understand, it's upstairs on the right.
Oh, I fear I'm losing control, as though I'm in full bloom. Oh, these feelings are all so new.
You should embrace new things.
Dare I?
Dare.
I shouldn't.
Why?
Should I?
I would.
Will you?
Well, I will.
You will?
Will you?
I will?
Then where there's a will.
There's a what?
I'm not sure. I think I lost the thread.
Ambrose?
Yes.
I think that I would like it.
Yes.
If you would shut up now.
Oh.
And take me to your room.
Oh, what? To my room? But why?
There's a great seed inside me just yearning to germinate.
Interesting phrasing.
Take me upstairs. Be my honeybee.
Oh, such flowery language.
Please, Ambrose, please.
Well, I'm not sure if I... Oh, what the hell? Oh, let's pollinate. Let's germinate. Let's fornicate.
Dr. Thorn? Oh, it's you! Are you trying to get in? Dr. Thorn has been looking for you. You were meant to return to your pen. It's okay. It's me, Betty, Dr. Thorn's housemate. You remember me, don't you? Oh, so you're frightening me. Sir!
Ambrose, are you awake yet? Anyone? Oh, the morning light is so bright on this side of the house, I couldn't sleep any longer. Also, I'm feeling a little sick to my stomach. Can't imagine why. Anyone? Oh, hello. Who's there? Betty, is that you? Why are you sitting here all alone in the dark? Hello? Oh, what is this? These feel like leaves. And are these vines? Betty, speak to me.
Petunia! want you rambling away to yourself down here.
Ambrose, there you are. Would you please turn on the light for me?
At once, my dear. Ah! Oh, goodness, what a cacophony. What's the matter with you? What? What's wrong? Skell? Oh, skillet. Oh, you want to cook something?
Skeleton.
Skeleton? What the devil are you talking about?
Skeleton!
Oh, for the love of all that's... Oh, Christ on Christmas!
Is that...
The maid's uniform? You better believe it is.
Why is the maid's uniform on the skeleton?
Well, I can think of 2 reasons, but I have an uncomfortable feeling it's not because Thorn dug up some extra staff from the local cemetery.
Is that Beth?
Is that Betty?
Is it?
Well, it certainly goddamn looks like it.
Oh my God. Is she dead?
Is she I think you should lie down, Pat. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yes. Come on over to the settee. Yes, there you go. Have a nice lie down. That will relax you. No skeleton. No skeleton.
Oh no, I'm not getting anywhere near that thing.
All right, all right.
What killed her?
Well, by the looks of things, the maid was crushed to death in a sitting room by vines. Is it just me or does it sound like we're playing a very odd game of Cluedo?
Ambrose, do you remember when I said this was a bad time for jokes?
Yes.
Well, this is an even worse time.
Right, I see what you mean.
When was the last time you saw Betty alive?
Let me think. I suppose it was just after I met FORSYTHIA.
Who's FORSYTHIA?
Dr. Thorn's daughter.
Dr. Thorn is a daughter?
'Twas news to me as well.
Where is she?
Betty? She's right here, decomposing.
Not Betty. FORSYTHIA!
Oh, well, she's... I really couldn't say.
You don't suppose it's possible she could have done this?
Oh, no, I, imagine she has a fairly good alibi.
And how would you know that?
Well, it's just that, if you met her, you'd see she's a very nice person. Not at all the type to tie someone up with vines and suck the meat off their bones.
Right. Suppose I'll have to take your word for it.
That does leave open the question of who is responsible.
Yes, the list of suspects is rather short. Assuming, of course, we can rule you out.
Oh, I don't think you want to start that game. After all, I did find you standing over the body.
Relax, Rex. Maybe many things, but I know you're not a murderer.
Petunia, are you quoting our wedding vows?
That does leave the question, the one other person we need to consider.
Dr. Thorn himself, you mean?
Though why he'd do this to his hired help, I can't possibly begin to fathom.
It does seem unlikely.
Still, the elusive doctor must have some answers.
No doubt you're right about that. Unfortunately, the man's more slippery than an eel bathed in lard. But how will we find him?
Where would he most likely be?
His laboratory would be worth a look.
Where is that?
Well, according to our late friend here, in the basement, through here.
Rex, wait.
What?
Maybe this isn't such a good idea.
Why?
Well, if there is a killer running about, a dark, mysterious basement isn't the best place to be. Maybe we should just leave.
Well, do you have a car?
No, I was dropped here.
As was I. I don't fancy braving the grounds of the estate on foot.
No. True. Neither do I.
Trust me, we should find Dr. Thorn and have him sort all this out.
Right.
Ladies first?
Not this time.
No, I had a feeling you'd say that.
Help me.
Well, that was unexpected.
Who is she?
I have no idea.
Let's get her to the couch.
A good idea. Oh. I'll get her some tea.
Yes.
Pratt!
My name is Petunia Pratt. We're guests here. Are you as well? Can you tell me what you were doing in the basement?
Here now, drink this.
I think the poor girl is in shock.
Well, clearly.
Look at her. She appears to be half plant.
I don't understand this.
Can you tell us your name?
Chester.
Your name is Chester?
Chester.
Well, it's nice to meet you, Chester. As I said, my name is Petunia Pratt. And this is my colleague, Dr. Rex Ambrose. We're horticultural scientists.
Where is Chester?
Where is Chester?
So you're not Chester?
Please tell me where Chester is.
Who's this Chester fellow?
He was going to propose.
Oh, he's your boyfriend. We haven't seen him.
We can keep an eye out for him, though. What does he look like? Like her?
Oh, God.
I'm sorry to hear that, my dear, but it sounds like your Chester is in a very bad way.
Ambrose!
I'm sorry, I'm simply pointing out the obvious.
You still haven't told us your name.
Mabel.
There we go, that's progress. Now, Mabel, I couldn't help noticing that you're half plant. Is this a new development, or have you...
A new development, then.
It's all right, it's all right.
What happened to me?
I don't know.
I want my Chester.
What's happened to her?
It's as if her body is half plant.
Like the mid-stage of
A
a...
transformation.
Do you think?
I don't know, but it's horrid. We really need to find some answers.
And there's only one man who can provide them.
Dr. Thorn.
What are you doing with her?
Forget what we're doing. What are you doing? Who is this girl?
I have no idea.
What?
The trespasser.
Trespasser? Some woman stumbles onto your property so you kidnap her and experiment on her?
I was trying to save her life.
You've turned her into a monster.
No!
Look at her!
No! No! This isn't how I wanted this to happen. I was going to take you down to my lab in the morning, after I had a chance to explain everything.
Well, explain now.
Where to begin? Where to begin?
At the beginning!
Plants!
Yes?
They're perfect. They're indomitable. We try to cut them back, pave them over, but they grow through the cracks. They find a way to survive, whatever we do. Cut off a branch, and it grows back. Raise a forest, and new seeds sprout. It is the plants. Yes. It is the plants that are the true masters of Earth. But where does that leave mankind? Stupid, brutal, destructive mankind. What is our way forward? We have none. Before long, we'll have wiped ourselves out. But, I have found the answer. If we are to survive as a species, then we must adapt. We must become more like the perfect plants that surround us. We must become one with them.
You're talking about combining plants and animals.
Splicing them together, yes. Creating plant and human hybrids possessing the best of both.
Impossible.
Not impossible. I have done it.
What are you talking about?
And she was glorious.
She? This girl?
No, not her. The original experiment, many years ago.
Wait a minute. Are you saying you experimented on your daughter?
What? No! On my wife. I spliced her genes with a perfectly calibrated hybrid plant DNA concoction. The results were unstable, but she was just the first generation. It wasn't until the second generation that true perfection was achieved.
What do you mean, second generation?
The children my wife produced. Perfect blends of both plant and animal characteristics.
Children? I met your daughter, FORSYTHIA.
Yes. More outwardly, more human than plant. but her veins run green with chlorophyll. She feeds off the sun itself.
But there's more.
Yes. Her twin. My son, Mangrove. He turned out somewhat different.
Different how?
More plant than man. He feeds on flesh.
What?
Is that what happened to Betty? Her flesh was stripped from her body.
Betty? Who's Betty?
Your maid!
Her. Oh dear.
Your son murdered your housekeeper, and by the sounds of it, this poor young girl's fiancé.
But Mangrove, you must forgive him. He doesn't know what he's doing. He attacked this young woman, left her on the brink of death. But I thought, if I could splice her with my plant DNA concoction, I could revive her. And it worked. She adopted the regenerative capability and was revived.
She's half plant. You call this living?
Don't you see? This is mankind's future.
Come on, Pet, we're getting out of here. We need to give this girl some real medical attention and alert the authorities.
No, you can't. My work is too important.
People are dying, you acorn.
Unfortunate but necessary, I've managed to progress to the next evolutionary step.
Get out of the way, Thorn.
Don't make me hurt you, please.
Dr. Thorn, behind you.
Really, Professor? What kind of fool do you take me for?
Whoa!
Indeed.
Oh, come on. We've got to get the girl and find another way out of here.
With that monster lurking around outside, I don't think so.
And we should bring the authorities here.
Now you're talking sense. Hello, police. This is Professor Petunia Pratt. That's right, the famed horticulturalist. Yes, I'm here at Thorn Mansion, and something dreadful has happened. Yes, Thorn Mansion. What's that? You say you sent Inspector Leopold here yesterday to inquire about the disappearance of a young boy and girl. And the inspector never checked in. Well, now your chief of police is on his way here now to inquire about him? Oh, well, that's fantastic. Yes, no, something dreadful has happened here, and I will inform your chief of police about everything when he arrives. Yes.
FORSYTHIA!
Rex, my sweet.
My sweet.
I feared I lost you when I woke up and you were gone from our bed.
Excuse me, I have to go murder my ex-husband.
Yes,
Gone from my bed, eh?
well, yes, it's a funny story, really.
No. It's none of my business. What disgusting behavior you get up to.
No, it's not like that. Look, I think she cast some sort of spell over me, like pheromones or something.
Whatever.
Look, FORSYTHIA, I can't really discuss our entanglement at the moment, you know. Things are really coming to a head. The maid is dead, this young woman is half plant, and your homicidal brother just dragged your father out of the house.
Mangrove, you saw him?
Yes, he popped in. What the hell is that?
What is going on?
It's Mangrove, my brother. He communicates with all of the plants in the garden. He has called them all here.
Your brother talks to plants.
Well, he is a plant. Bad communication is not unheard of.
Look, I know that, but why?
Oh, he's hungry. He wants to consume all animal kind. Now, I try to talk him out of it, but he's very stubborn.
Now he's engulfed the mansion in murderous shrubbery?
It appears so.
What do we do now?
Pray the door will hold in wait. You spoke to the authorities.
Yes, the chief of police is on his way here now, but with the mansion under attack, I'm not sure he'll be able to get through.
But perhaps we could cut a path through for him.
Or burn one.
What are you suggesting?
Yes. I made this candle, a plant spray, and a few liters of petrol, and I could whip up a makeshift flamethrower.
Goodness, Pat, really?
Sure.
Well, here's the sprayer. Now, if we could just get our hands on some petrol. Where's the garage?
Through the main hall, make a left, make a right, past the billiard room, and through hallway door.
Right.
Left.
What? What do you think, Pat?
I think I can find it.
Oh, Rex, wait.
What?
There's something I need to tell you.
Well?
You've pollinated me.
I've done what?
Idiot!
What are you talking about?
What, you need a diagram, you moron?
My seed will sprout now.
Seed? What seed?
It's upstairs.
Oh, what do you mean it's not in your...
No, not anymore. Don't be silly.
Oh, can we please get out of this freak show?
No.
Come on, Romeo, we've got to find the garage.
You go, Pet. Find the garage. Find your way out of here. I've got to go get that seed. It's a part of me now.
Whatever.
Be brave, my dear. I will catch up to you as soon as I can.
Okay.
Despite everything that's happened, just know, I never stopped loving you.
Right. Oh, you know that isn't happening.
Of course. And lead the way. Oh, what am I going to tell my parents? Oh, lovely, I've got a 40-foot maple for a grandson. Oh, I can't wait to meet him.
Oh, hello? Where is everyone gone?
How dare you attack me? My own son, after all I've done for you, you betray me! You pathetic thing! Why couldn't you be more like your sister? She was the apotheosis of my experiments. The ultimate expression of the potential of combining plant and human. You pathetic thing! Even this child can see what the abomination you are. All your life I had to clean up after the damage you caused, the lives you've taken, and you have the nerve to turn on me now! You imbecile, can't you see? You are more monster than man!
Me? No, man. Me? Mangrove. Yay!
What was all that about?
It was Dr. Thorn's monster!
There, the scary monster is gone now. But the garden of horrors outside remains.
Thank you.
I don't believe it. Is that a flamethrower strapped to your back?
It is, though I've just exhausted the last of the petrol.
Shame.
But look what I found caught up in the branches of a sentient dogwood.
Much obliged on the rescue, Professor Pratt.
Who's this?
Come on.
We would have been goners if the professor hadn't found us when she did. Brannigan, Chief of Police. And this is Officer Holliday. You must be Dr. Rex Ambrose. Well, your exemplary work as a consultant to the police department precedes you. And this must be MABLE Applebottom. I recognize you from the photo your mother provided. She's been worried sick about you. Where's Chester Sage Tree? Was it something I said?
The boy Chester is dead, I'm afraid.
Oh dear. What happened?
Thorn happened. He's a madman. He's created mutant offspring. Half plant, half human hybrids. Wretched abominations! No offense.
And now Thorn's son Mangrove is commanding all the plant life on the estate to lay siege to the mansion.
Jumpin' blue blazers. Holiday, you better call the office and report this in.
Yes, sir.
Do you have any kind of plan to survive this insanity?
We had intended to try to burn our way out with Pratt's flamethrower.
Unfortunately, I used all the fuel rescuing you and Officer Holiday.
That puts us in a pickle.
There's also the small matter of this.
What the deuce is that?
A seed pod, sprouted from her and inadvertently pollinated by me.
Taking your love of flora a little far, don't you think?
Oh, don't get me started.
Too late for that!
Chief Brannigan!
What is it, Holiday?
I'm on the line with the station, sir. They're in a state of emergency.
A state of emergency?
Yes, sir. It's chaos out there.
What do you mean?
It's the plants, sir. All over town, every bush, every flower, every tree has suddenly come to life and started attacking people.
My God, the whole town?
The men don't know what to do, sir. They've tried shooting the plants, but they just won't stop.
Give me the phone. Hello, this is Professor Petunia Pratt. That's right, the famed horticulturalist. Now listen to me. Tell your men to pull back. Shooting the plants isn't going to stop them. You're up against a power unlike anything you have ever faced.
So what are we to do?
There's only one thing we can do.
No.
Yes.
What is it, Professor? This situation is desperate.
Herbicide.
What?
We're going to have to kill them. Wipe them out. All of them.
Using what?
Well, these plants are being controlled by a super aggressive hybrid strain. To combat this, we're going to have to use the most powerful herbicide ever devised.
Where will we get such a thing?
Such a thing doesn't exist yet. We're going to have to create it.
Create it? How?
You're going to have to leave that up to us, Chief Brannigan.
Well, would you look at that? Rex Ambrose and Petunia Pratt working together? I thought those days were over.
Well, catastrophe makes strange bedfellows.
Well, if the world's two greatest horticulturalists can't save us, then no one can.
We'll do our best.
Godspeed.
Chief Brannigan!
What is it now, Holiday?
It's the reefer, sir, in the evidence locker. It's sprouted vines and has broken out. The whole station is under attack. It's madness over there, sir. Just complete reefer madness.
Okay, Holiday and I will hold the fort. You two, do what you need to do.
Right, Chief. Now, you're the one with a minor in biochemistry. Where do we begin?
To start, I'm going to need 2,4-dichlorophenoxyacetic acid.
Dr. Thorn may have some in his lab.
And that's where we'll start.
My brother is quite angry. I can sense it.
Yeah, I think we can all sense it, sweetheart.
Oh, hello. What is your name?
Mabel.
I am Forsythia.
Dr. Thorn's daughter.
That's right.
He said you were half plant.
Yes, that's true. My veins run green with chlorophyll. And I see that you too are half plant.
Yes, but you were born that way. Dr. Thorn made me like this.
To save your life, yes.
Only after your brother attacked me.
Do not blame Mangrove. He is a slave to his animalistic impulses, just like all mankind. With time, my father will stamp out all such depravity from this world until all things are imbued with the purity and goodness of the gentle flower.
Those plants attacking the house don't seem so pure and good.
Only because they are under Mangrove's influence. Take my seed, for example. When it sprouts, out from it will grow a new generation, a third generation of plant-human hybrids, imbued with my gentility and grace, combined with the kind genius of Dr. Rex Ambrose. A vision came to me in a dream. The vision of the future of my child, fully grown and prepared to become supreme leader of this planet, a planet that has ridden itself on the scourge of man! I don't want to live in a world like that! Why not, Mabel? Look at yourself. You are one of us now. No! One of us. No! One of us. Stop it! One of us! I said stop it!
What's all this now?
Chief!
What is it now, Holiday?
I've got more reports coming in from around town!
Relay them to me.
2 Cub Scouts just arrived at the station, dragging their scoutmaster and a stretcher lashed together from branches and rope. They say they were out foraging for their morning victuals when the scoutmaster was attacked. He had the breath choked out of him by tree vines.
Did they try resuscitating him?
No, sir, they haven't turned that merit badge yet.
Commendable restraint. What else?
Man says his wife was out pottering in their garden. When he went out to call her in for breakfast, he found the azaleas and sucked her right into the ground. Her head was buried in the mulch like an ostrich.
Chilling.
Oh, now there's a hysterical woman online too. Apparently, a hydrangea ate a baby.
All right. Here you are, Pet. 2,4-dichlorophenoxyacetic acid.
There is one thing we haven't considered. Even if we're successful, how will we get this spread out over the town?
I think I may have a solution. Inspector Leopold informed me that Thorn's neighbor is a farmer. He owns a crop duster. He stores it in a barn on his property.
That just may work.
That seemed like an inconsequential detail at the time, but it's certainly proven itself quite vital.
We'll need someone who can fly it.
Well, I can fly it if we can reach it.
One thing at a time. Now, what's next?
Next, I need a concentration of 2,4,5-trichlorophenoxyacetic acid.
Here we go.
Oh, we got more reports coming in, Chief.
Let's hear it.
It's the Christmas tree farm on Piedmont Street. It's turned into a kill box. Trees are firing needles in all directions.
It's nothing sacred.
Trees are ripping down power lines. Rose bushes are crushing trellises.
Not the trellises.
It's utter pandemonium.
There's one more ingredient we need.
What is it?
We need a dash of pollen from the Hexalectris revolute.
The curly-crested coral root?
Right.
There just so happens to be one
Right over here.
Right there. we
Right,
go.
now cover your nose and mouth. The reaction here can prove some nasty fuse. There, that should do it.
Very nicely done, Professor.
Thank you. This is it.
Oh, Cynthia, what are you doing?
I can't let you hurt them. The plants, they are my brothers and sisters.
We have got to kill the plants before they destroy us.
No, you're wrong. They will not hurt you. The plants are peaceful.
Yeah, tell that to the scores of townspeople they murdered this morning.
Rex, you've got to get that canister away from her. If she activates it again, we may lose our chance to stop the scourge on this town.
I'll do what I can. Forsythia, listen to me. Give me back the canister.
Why are you doing this, Rex, my sweet?
I'm just trying to do what's right.
What about the seed we share? Would you destroy that too?
No, of course not.
What about her? Don't you think she would destroy it if she could?
Nonsense. Right, Pat? You wouldn't hurt the seed, would you?
Like hell I wouldn't.
That's really not helping our case.
We must protect the seed!
Oh, that was close.
Your time is at an end. Mangrove is fully back under my control. It merely took some firm discipline to teach him who his master is. Now go, my child. Kill them. Kill them all!
Mangrove, no, you don't have to do this.
You are no match for his might. Now go, my son. Strip the flesh from their
No,
bones.
Mangrove, no, go back.
Attack, Mangrove, attack!
Back, Mangrove, back.
Attack! Attack!
Back, back.
Attack!
Go back.
Attack!
Go back.
Thorn!
No! I shall deal with you myself. Ow!
Are you all right?
I'm fine.
And the canister?
I think there's enough left.
Yes, let's hope. Now, it's time you caught your flight.
Right.
But how will you get to the plane?
Mabel. She's half plant. The plants won't attack her.
Are you sure?
Pretty sure.
Sit tight, Dr. Thorn. You won't be hurting anyone else today.
Mabel, will you help take me to the plane?
Will I be safe?
I guarantee it.
All right, I'll go.
Excellent.
Take Holiday with you.
Say what?
Yeah, he can stay in touch with us on his walkie-talkie.
Great. Well, let's get going. Every second we wait is another townsperson dead.
Be safe, Pet.
I'll try.
You fools. You are no match for my creations. My perfect plan shall soon consume this entire earth. No longer shall they wilt in the thumb of mankind. No, it is mankind that shall wither and wilt until he is but a papery husk.
Is there a way to shut him up?
You can shoot him again.
It's tempting. Oh, that must be my men at the station. Hello, Brannigan here.
What are they saying?
The entire Mother's Day display at Hespel's grocery store has suddenly begun sprouting vines and is taking over the store. Shoppers are up on top of the store shelves, fending off the sinister vines with spatulas and cans of beefarino.
Will this madness never cease?
Chief Brannigan, come in, please. This is Officer Holiday.
It's Brannigan. It's Holiday on the radio. They're alive.
Thank goodness.
Hello, Holiday. Brannigan here. What's your status?
It took some doing, but we made it to the barn. Maple is staying behind on the ground. Professor Pratt and I are in the crop duster now, and she is starting the engine.
Tell Professor Pratt to hurry. Our people are fighting a losing battle out here. I'm still getting calls coming in from one end of town to the other, and our own precinct is under assault. The plants are taking over, and there's no stopping them.
Yes, sir, I know. We're pulling out of the barn now. We're picking up speed.
Petunia, it's Rex here. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you, but I'm a little busy at the moment.
I'm so glad to know you're alive.
I'm about to take flight in a rickety crop duster. Confirm that with me again once we touch down.
Understood.
We're picking up speed. The nose is lifting up, and we're in the air.
Hold tight, Holiday.
Holding tight, sir.
Is the herbicide canister secure?
We have it bolted to the side of the plane, and I'm holding the remote trigger.
Excellent.
Oh my, we're quite high now.
Steady on, Holiday. Don't lose your head.
Yes, sir.
We're just about over the town.
Prepare to deploy the herbicide.
The view is incredible up here. The entire town appears to be covered in a blanket of thick, leafy vines. I see townspeople smothered by the mass, waving frantically for help.
You're their only hope now, Pet. Release the herbicide!
Roger that. I'm triggering the device now. We have a problem!
What is it?
The gas isn't releasing. The remote trigger isn't working.
The sprayer must be jammed.
No, we're doomed.
There's only one option.
What are you suggesting?
I'm going to have to climb out onto the wing and repair it.
Are you mad?
What choice do I have? The whole town is counting on us.
Be careful.
If I were being careful, I wouldn't be about to step out onto the wing of a plane.
Saints protect her.
I've lashed the flight stick in place with the belt from my robe. I'm unfastening my harness. And I'm climbing out of my seat.
She's putting one leg outside the plane. Her foot is on the wing. Oh, she fell!
What?
But she's holding on to the front edge of the wing. She's still on the plane.
Oh, my heart.
She's letting go with one hand. She's reaching up towards the gas canister. She's trying to pry open the cap.
It's no good. I can't open it.
What are you going to do?
I need to hit it with something.
What?
Do you see a bench down by your feet?
Yes.
Hand it to me.
I've got it. I'm reaching down to you.
I see it. I've almost got it. There.
I've just handed her a wrench.
Yes, Holiday, we heard.
Now she's striking it against the gas canister. And it's working. The gas is releasing.
Good! Now, tell Petunia to get back in the damn plane.
Dr. Ambrose says, get back in the damn plane.
So help me, I will turn this plane around and shove it right up there.
What did she say?
You don't want to know.
What's happening now?
It's okay. She's back in her seat.
Oh, that was too close. I thought I'd lost you for a moment.
You'd never be so lucky.
We'll see you when you're back on the ground.
Roger that. Holiday's signing off.
Oh, now we just need that herbicide to do its job. Let's pray it works.
Curse you all! You murderous herbicidal maniacs!
FORSYTHIA, what's wrong?
You've done it, my dearest Rex. Your poison is working. All the plants are dying.
But not you too.
Yes, me too. Or did you forget? My veins run green with chlorophyll, and now they are hardening, and soon my heart will stop.
Oh, FORSYTHIA, I'm so sorry. No, I never meant for that to happen.
Shed no tears for me, Rex, my sweet. For though my heart now stops beating, it never truly started until the moment I met you.
No, please don't go.
It's too late.
No.
But promise me one thing.
Anything.
Protect our seed.
Our seed, yes, where is it?
I buried it deep underground to protect it from the poison cloud.
Buried it where?
I buried it.
Yes? Where?
My condolences, Rex.
Thank you, Chief. And goodbye, my green-eyed beauty. Well, Petunia, we survived.
Somehow.
He certainly had some odd notions.
Dr. Thorn, you mean?
Indeed.
Ah, he's a madman.
Who you fancied, as I recall.
Not in the slightest. Was just trying to make you jealous.
And why would you do that?
For my own amusement.
Is that the only reason?
Maybe.
I am sorry about the whole affair with FORSYTHIA.
We're not married, Rex. It wasn't an affair.
I mean it in the event or situation definition of the word.
Oh, is that what it was? An event or situation?
I wasn't in my right mind. I tell you, she used some sort of plant pheromone on me.
I'll let you live with that belief.
It's a comfort.
I'm sure it is.
Still, I can't help thinking about that seed.
She said she buried it out there somewhere.
That's right.
Well, maybe the herbicide killed it.
Maybe. But I doubt it.
What do you think happened to it?
It may take root.
Oh, you might be a father.
Oh, perish the thought! Oh.
Oh, Doctor, Professor, I'm glad you're here.
Hello, Chief. And Mabel, you're looking much better.
Yes, thank you. The poison you unleashed only killed the plant part of me, leaving me completely human again. But then, you knew that would happen.
Yes, of course we did. Right, Pat?
Nope. Total roll of the dice.
Come along, Miss Applebottom. I will see you home. Goodbye, Doctor. Professor.
Don't they look cute together? I've got a good feeling about those two.
Now, Dr. Ambrose, you and the professor are just the people I wanted to see. A reporter from the Town Gazette is on the line. He'd like to ask a few questions regarding today's unpleasantness. I thought it best if he speaks with the world's leading horticulturalist.
I'd be happy to.
I could make some time.
Thank you, Chief Brannigan. Do you have a statement you'd like to make to the press?
Yes, as chief of police, it is my honor to acknowledge the extreme bravery and incredible prowess of these two scientists. A few hours ago, our fair town was under siege, betrayed by the very plants and flowers we once cherished. We stood on the brink of destruction. With quick thinking and maybe just a little bit of luck, these two scientists fought back that scourge and, quite frankly, saved our bacon. It is my privilege to introduce Professor Petunia Pratt and Dr. Rex Ambrose.
Thank you, Chief Brannigan. And let me just...
Thank you, Chief. Yes, it's true. What we did, some may consider brave. And yes, it did involve no small personal risk. But we knew that if we did not act, all would be lost. As the world's most famed and respected horticulturalist, I have dedicated my life to the science and study of plants. Never did I dream that the day would come when those same plants might turn against us. It has become all too clear that the world has now changed. Where once we felt safe, even comforted by the natural world, we are now awake to the all too real dangers of the flora around us.
And to that end, Dr. Rex Ambrose and I have come up with an action plan. It is all too clear that we are now under a threat by an enemy that quite literally grows underfoot. To combat that threat, I propose the creation of a new government agency, the Department of Deforestation. It will be the responsibility of this department to wipe out every plant, every tree, every single stinking vegetable that poses a potential threat to our great people. And I nominate Dr. Rex Ambrose to step up and lead this department.
Really, Pat?
I can think of no one else that I trust more.
Well, I have to admit it's going to be a bit strange now. After a life spent studying and caring for plants to now be dedicated to destroying them.
I know. But I suppose the heart can change.
Some changes may be more difficult than others.
Can a lost love be rekindled, do you mean?
Indeed.
Well, after today's events, stranger things have been known to happen.